Hey Omar, thank you for joining me today, agreeing to do this role play. We're actually going to role play a cold call into a neighborhood. So
hmm
you're just a seller in a random neighborhood I'm calling and you want to sell. So I hit the lucky spot today, and we're going to get an appointment set. I'm going to pre-qualify the appointment, and then we're going to go on to do a listing presentation on Zoom. And I trust that all of this is going to help a lot of our viewers on YouTube. So are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
So obviously, over the phone, I can't really see you. Once we get on Zoom for the listing appointment, I'll say now we're on Zoom. We'll prep everything so they know what we're doing here. The viewers know what we're doing. So ring, ring.
Hello.
Hello, is this Omar?
Yeah, can I ask who's calling?
Sure, Omar, this is Jackie. I'm a local real estate agent, and I'm calling you because a home was just sold in your area over on Main Street. It happens to be a four-bedroom, 2.5 bath, similar to your home, about 2,500 square feet. And that property sold for 495,000. And I just decided to call and see if you have any interest in getting your property sold.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it actually. How much is that one going for? You said they're selling?
The most recent one that sold on Main Street sold for 495,000. So you are actually thinking about selling, Omar.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about it, but I've been kind of heavily considering selling because
Hmm.
yeah, I'm considering selling right now.
Okay,
You said
excellent.
your name was, I'm sorry, what I didn't
My
what
name
was
is Jackie.
oh,
Jackie.
oh,
So Omar, since you are considering selling, what I'd like to do is set up a time for us to meet. Our meeting will take 20 to 30 minutes, and I'll show you exactly what I do that will get your property sold for the most money possible in the least amount of time. So when would you have 20 to 30 minutes for our meeting?
yeah.
I'm going to be in your neighborhood this afternoon, 4 or 5 o'clock. Would that work for you today?
Yeah, I'm not I mean, we can meet, but I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, Jackie.
Okay.
I am going to be meeting with other realtors like I said. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell, but I'm leaning towards selling. And
Okay.
today, actually, I'm going to be meeting with our neighborhood specialist. So this is the
Oh,
guy. He has a lot of listings around here. I've seen his sign up a lot of the places. A lot of the homes have his sign up, and he
yeah.
seems to know the area pretty well. And I
Hmm.
hate to be rude, but I would love to kind of
Oh,
meet him first
yeah.
before I see anyone, especially, I haven't even met you, and so I want to meet
Right.
with him first.
Right, I completely understand, and I understand where you're coming from too, Omar. Because first of all, I appreciate you not wanting to be rude. You're not being rude at all. I actually appreciate the honesty, and I understand from your perspective how you're thinking about this. So, this person, he or she, is a neighborhood specialist. They seem to know what's going on in the area, so it may be a sensible choice to at least consider them. So let me ask you this, Omar. I I respect the fact that you're meeting with them. It sounds like you already have an appointment scheduled. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's gonna come by before the sun goes down because I'm pretty busy.
Okay, sounds good. I understand. And Omar, is there any possibility that you may just go ahead and list the property with this agent today, or you're just starting the process and you want to look at a couple of different options? Because obviously this is a big decision. It's a huge financial investment for you. I would imagine that even though he's a neighborhood specialist, you would want to at least get another opinion to make sure that you choose the absolute best agent for the job, right?
That you know what? That's exactly right, and that's
Yeah.
why today I'm gonna be meeting with him, and then I
Okay.
have a couple cousins who are realtors, so
Oh,
they're gonna be next in line too.
okay, okay. So and when are they gonna come in and have a formal meeting with you? Because this is a family member. I don't know how are you gonna interview them? Do you have a specific time you're gonna be talking to them as well?
I think if everything doesn't go well with the neighborhood specialist today, then I'm probably gonna start calling them and arranging maybe for them to come over and have a talk about it.
Okay, so let me make sure. Omar, I'm asking all these questions, and thank you for your patience and staying on the phone with me. I'd like to be considered for the job. I am confident. I don't know the neighborhood specialist. I would imagine he or she is a good agent, because you sound pretty sharp. I don't think you would just list with anybody. I mean, your cousin, blood is thicker than water. I understand that. At the same time, this is
Right.
a huge financial decision. And I would imagine that you're not just going to automatically list with your cousin. You want to make sure that you make the best possible decision for yourself and your family, right?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I mean, I hear what you're saying. If you
Well,
could do it better, then I can, then maybe I should do that. But at the same
right,
time, Jackie, they're my cousins, so
right.
kind of got to give them the shot.
I obviously you want to at least give him the opportunity to meet with you, and I respect that, Omar, and I completely understand. And what I would like to do, what I propose we do, if it's okay with you, I'd like to meet with you before you sign a contract with your cousin or the neighborhood specialist, just so that you can be sure that
Hmm.
you're hiring the best possible agent to handle one of your biggest investments. So would you allow me the opportunity to be considered as your agent before you make a final decision?
I mean, I have a couple questions before we even go there.
Sure.
What's your I know, what's the commission look like for your deals? I mean, what
Yeah,
kind of commission do you?
that's a great question. And Omar, in a nutshell, the commission is going to be whatever you and I agree upon. And my
Mhm.
commission is negotiable. So obviously, we'll discuss that during our meeting. You and I are going to agree upon it. And the best part about the commission, because I would imagine your concern with the commission is you're thinking the less commission you paid, the more money you get to keep. And that's the goal, right?
Yeah, I kind of don't want to pay a lot of commission. Now, can I ask you this?
Sure.
Because you said it's negotiable and it'll be whatever we agree upon about,
Right. Well,
it'll be whatever we agree upon. Let me
right.
ask
Well,
you this.
and what I mean by that, Omar, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to clarify what I said. What I mean by that is if you and I are not able to come to an agreement, obviously we're not going to be working together. And at the same time, I just want to remind you, I'm sure you already know this, but sometimes, you're not in the real estate business, you're just selling this one house. Until I bring you a buyer, an offer, Omar, at a
Mhm.
price that you're happy with and willing to accept, all my work is free. There is no commission paid up front. And when we meet, Omar, I will
Mhm.
show you exactly why working with me will benefit you financially. I am confident that I'm the best agent in this marketplace to sell your home for the most money possible and negotiate the best terms in every aspect of this transaction, so you walk away from the closing table with the most money possible. Now, that is what you would expect an agent to do for you, isn't it?
Yeah. So let me just get to the point. Can you do it for
Sure.
3.5%?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Can you do it for 3.5? Because the neighborhood specialist says he's going to do it for 4. So if you can do it for 3.5, you
Yeah.
can take.
So, Omar, interesting question, is like very direct. It's a yes or no question. And here's how I'm going to answer this for you. If you're looking for the cheapest agent in town, I'm not that agent, Omar. If you're looking for the agent who will sell your home for the highest possible price and allow you to walk away from the closing table with the most money possible, I am that agent. The challenge here is that selling it for the most money possible, negotiating the best terms for you so you can net the most money possible, and charging the lowest commission, they don't go hand in hand. I know it may seem to you right now like, okay, the less commission you pay, the more money I get to keep. And it actually works in the exact opposite way, Omar. And rather than having this discussion over the phone, here's what I propose we do. Our meeting is going to be 20 to 30 minutes. Most other agents, you haven't met with the neighborhood specialist yet. But most other agents, they stay in your home for an hour, 2 hours. I'm not going to waste your time. I want to meet with you. I want to show you exactly how I can benefit you in the sale of your home. We'll discuss the commission, and then you decide at the end of our meeting what's best for yourself. So would you have 20 minutes, 30 minutes available around 4 o'clock today, or would 5 be better for you?
Yeah, well, how much are you thinking we can, I mean, I want 550 for my house.
Yeah.
$1 less. How much are you thinking we can sell it for?
Great question, Omar. Like I said, the most recent sale was 497,000. However, in preparation for our appointment, I'm going to do some extensive research, Omar, in everything I know your area. At the same time, the price of your home is really a moment in time. I'll explain more about that to you when we meet. So I'm going to do an extensive research market analysis. So when we meet, we'll look at that information together. We'll take a look at your home and we'll decide what's the highest price that we can sell it for in today's market. So just tell me what time works for you today. 4 or 5.
I know you're an expert and you're familiar with my area. Do you think, I mean, you could see the bricks, you could see I have a nice backyard that my neighbors do not have.
Yes.
Do you think 550 is possible?
Omar, I'd be insulting your intelligence if I gave you a price over the phone without doing the research and without looking at your house. That would be completely unprofessional of me. So I don't want to say yes. I don't want to say no. Let's do it correctly. Let me do all of the research.
Sure.
We'll take a look at the house, and then you and I are going to look at it together. I already said it, but I do mean it. You sound like a smart guy. I'm sure we'll come to the best possible conclusion, and I'm confident I'm the best agent to get your home sold for the most money possible. And obviously, that's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. We can do 4, sure. Just have one more last question for you.
Okay.
I see a lot of for sale signs. I haven't really seen yours. So my question is, have you sold a lot of homes in this area? Because I don't want to hire someone that's, doesn't really know the area or doesn't have experience in this area.
Great question again, Omar. You're sharp. It sounds like you've been thinking about this for a little while now. So, Omar, I am familiar with your area. However, I don't specialize in your area or in any other area in our market. I sell homes in our entire market. And again, when we meet, I'm making notes about this because I know the things that are important to you. I will explain to you exactly how not being a neighborhood specialist will benefit you in the sale of your property and will actually help you sell it for the most money possible in the least amount of time. Fair enough?
Yeah, why not? Let's do 4.
Okay, perfect. I look forward to seeing you at 4 o'clock. Yes?
Yeah, no, I was going to say I might be a little late, but I'll try and be here by 4.
Would you prefer to do 4:30 just to give you enough time?
I don't know if this works for you. This might sound a little weird, but how about like 8 o'clock at night? That's going to be super convenient for me because that's no stress at that time. Does that work or do you not work that late?
I could potentially. I mean, if you were able to do it a little earlier, it would be best. Especially, I'd like to see your home with sunlight, before it gets dark and so on. So, is it possible? I don't want to inconvenience you either. I want you to just have the time for us to discuss because everything is going to be important. Is there any possibility that you might be able to do it around 5 or 5:30 p.m. today?
What about next week? Today, so this day next week at 6 o'clock.
Well, I can do it, Omar. I'll be in real estate next week, so that's not a problem. The reason I'd like to meet with you sooner rather than later is obviously you have other agents lined up. You're speaking with other agents, and I want to make sure that I don't miss the opportunity to meet with you before you make a decision. So I would really, really prefer to meet with you today if that's at all possible. Now, if 8 p.m. is the only time you can do it today, then I can adjust my schedule and I can come out at 8 p.m. So you,
Jackie, 8 p.m., please.
okay, sounds good. I'll see you at 8 tonight.
Thank you
So
very much.
Omar,
Oh,
just
yeah.
so I can, yes, did you have any other questions?
No.
You're good. Okay. Just so I can be better prepared for our meeting. Tell me, when we do sell this home, whereabouts will you be moving to?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I'm not going to be moving. So my mom lives in the corner, but my
Okay.
brothers live there too. I'm
Okay.
actually going to sell this house because it's paid off, and I'm going to buy an apartment complex.
Oh, wow. Good
So
for you.
I'm trying to be an investor, and I want to get rid of this and then kind of
Excellent.
enter the investor space.
Okay, awesome. And I might be able to help you with that as well on the purchase side. So good for you. Very smart move. So, Omar, how soon would you like to get all of this done?
I mean, I've lived here for a while. I'm not in a rush.
Okay, okay.
It takes a year. It takes a year. I'm not in a rush, but if you can get me a really, top dollar price, then I'll take it sooner rather than later.
Right. Well, I can assure you that I can sell your home for the absolute
Hmm.
highest price this market will give us. That's what I do. That's what I specialize in. And so
Mhm.
what I hear you saying is there is no particular time frame. I mean, you're not in any kind of a hurry. And at the same time, sooner rather than later, I heard you say. Like, you don't want to have the house for sale and just prolong this process for no reason. I mean, having the house for sale is not necessarily like fun. So the most
Yeah, I'm,
possible in the least amount of time. Is that correct?
yeah, I'm not in a rush, but again, if we can get somewhere closer to my 550, then I mean, if that can happen tomorrow, then let's do it tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you're ready to go basically. Yes, and you want the most money possible. Completely understand. So,
Mhm.
Omar, we already talked about the other agents you're speaking with, or you're considering at least. So I gotta ask you. I have some idea of the answer, but I want to make sure that I understand your needs and your concerns. Omar, what specifically are you looking for in the agent that you'll hire?
Yeah, someone who's not gonna just sit around because
Mm.
I
Mm-hmm.
want someone who is like 6 feet deep. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this is their only thing. This is their life. This is what they're gonna be doing every day. Someone who's aggressive.
Yes.
Someone who's not gonna just sit around. Because when I bought this home, it was kind of a horrible experience, and from that time, I learned. Now I know what kind of realtor to look for. Let's just put it that way.
I
And
understand.
someone who's going to be very active.
Yeah. So what I hear you saying is you want to make sure this is a full-time agent, not somebody doing this part-time once in a while, and an aggressive agent, because obviously to sell your home for the highest possible price, we need to create a lot of demand. So we need to have some aggressive marketing in place.
That's
And
correct.
yeah, just
I,
someone
le-
who's
I
gonna be,
left one part out.
yeah.
Um, I told you I want to buy an apartment complex. So this realtor, I want them to have an understanding of investing, and maybe they can help me find my next deal, right? So once we sell this, I want them to be savvy in the investor space so that way I can have some guidance and kind of have like, someone I can bounce back my ideas on and work with, collaborate with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, and so what I hear you saying too is you want to make sure that on the buying side, you have a specialist in that area that can really help you with that. Yeah, we could absolutely take care of that and arrange that for you, Omar. No worries about
Yeah,
that. Mm-hmm.
that's what's important to me. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And in regards to the price, I know you said like your ideal price would be 550,000. Yeah.
Mhm.
And obviously you're not in a hurry. And Omar, I this is an interesting question for me to ask you because honestly, if you and I are working together, this is not even a possibility. But I have to ask you, what would happen if the house just doesn't sell?
Oh, it has to sell. I've been thinking about investing for years now, so
Okay.
like I said, this is why I need the agent who's going to make it happen and who's
Right.
going to be active, who's going to be aggressive. And I
Absolutely.
mean, I just don't see it not selling. It has to sell.
Okay. Well, you're not in a hurry, but you want to get it sold, and that's the end of the story. I'll tell you, Omar, I'm so happy that I called you today, because I am confident that when we meet, you'll clearly see why we should be working together. So I really look forward to working with you. And you said the house is paid off, so no mortgage.
Yeah.
What a great position to be in. And Omar, is there anyone else involved in the decision process here that needs to be present at our meeting today at 8 p.m., or
Question.
are you the sole person responsible for this and your signature is the only one that is needed here?
Yeah, there's actually 6 people on title. So
Hmm.
it's
Okay.
me and 5 other people.
Okay. And that's interesting. Who are all these other people, Omar?
Yeah. So one of them is my cousin, and the rest are my siblings.
Okay. So all of them are in the deed and involved in making the decision.
That's correct.
Okay, so I got to ask you this question, because this changes things a little bit here. So let's make sure that I understand, because I want to be able to help you. Omar, are all of the other 5 owners on the same page? I mean, you're all in agreement. This house is going to be sold, and I don't know, however you're splitting the money, you're buying an investment property. Regardless, that's not so much important, like what they're doing with their portion of the money. But are they all in agreement to get this property sold sooner rather than later?
Yeah, I'm kinda like the head decision maker. We're all on the same page, and we're all gonna be joining kind of together, we're gonna be investing in the apartment complex. So we're all kinda on the same page.
Okay, so here's what I propose we do, Omar,
Mhm.
because we're actually going to be meeting. Well, this is going to be a virtual meeting. I do want to take a look at your house. I can actually stop by briefly and take a look at it, but I would need to set up a time when all 6 of you would be on a Zoom or video conference with me at the same time in order for us to get this done. So do you still think that 8 p.m. might work? Do you want to check with them, or you
Yeah, yeah.
confident that they can all be available?
Yeah, everyone can be there except for one because he's a pilot, so he's always flying around.
Okay.
But I think maybe we can Zoom him while we're all together, maybe I can get him on the Zoom, and he could just be on my laptop while we're talking.
Okay, so quick question.
Yeah.
The one that's not available, right? The pilot. Is there a possibility? I don't know if he's flying in the middle of flying right now, but am I able to actually have a quick word with him before our meeting? So if you give me his phone number, I can give him a quick call. I can reach him wherever in the world he may be, just so that I can make sure that we're we're going
Yeah.
on the right direction with this.
I really don't like giving their numbers out. If you promise me not to bug him, then
Of
sure.
course, absolutely not. And Omar, you said he's on the same page. He wants to get the house sold. He's going to be part of buying the new investment property. I just want to confirm a couple of things with him. Hopefully, he can join us at 8 p.m. today, because that would be very important. This is a big decision, and obviously, they're part owners of the property. So everybody needs to be in agreement as to who's going to handle the sale. So, can I write down his phone number real quick?
Yeah, it's 0000000.
Okay, excellent. And his name?
Done. Done.
Don. Okay, great. I'll give Don a quick call, and you will
Jay.
arrange. ex-
John.
Oh, John. Okay, great. And you're going to arrange for the other owners to be on Zoom. I'll send you the link. What is your email address, Omar?
Omar at gmail.com.
Okay, excellent. I'll send you the Zoom link. We'll be ready to go, and I'll make sure to speak with John ahead of time just to make sure he's there as well. Do you think, Omar, that the other owners might have any questions for me, because I'll be happy to give John a call. I'm not sure. I'm thinking here, maybe I ought to have a quick word with each of them just to make sure that, I don't know if they have another agent in mind. I don't know what's going on and what they're looking for. So, you just threw a little wrench on this. So I want to make sure that I handle this properly.
They're all going to tell you the same. We're all the same way. My brain is their brain, so they're going to tell you, can you cut your commission? How much do you charge? Can you get us 550?
Okay.
And are you going to just sit around and take the listing like all the other agents?
Absolutely. Okay, I got you.
Probably that's what they're going to say.
Okay, so good. So you and I being on the same page means that everyone is okay with it.
Basically.
Okay, excellent. So Omar, here's the final question, and a very important question. At the end of our meeting today, if you feel confident that hiring me is the best financial decision you can make, will you be ready to get started so we can get this property sold for you?
Maybe, Jackie, maybe. We'll see.
Okay. And I appreciate that. Look, Omar, you don't know me. I just called you out of the blue today, so you have no idea who I am and what I do. So I understand your hesitation in saying maybe, because obviously when we meet, you're going to determine whether I'm the right person for the job. I get that. And I know you said earlier that you're looking for an aggressive agent, someone who's going to put in the time, the energy, and the effort to make sure that we sell your home for the most money possible. We don't leave any money on the table. And you're looking for a go-getter. And obviously, you want to walk away with the most money possible. And I know that's why the commission is important to you. I understand your concerns. So my question then is, Omar, if at the end of our meeting, you're confident that I am the type of agent that you are looking for, you're as convinced as I am that I am going to have an aggressive marketing plan, I'm going to be a tough negotiator on your behalf, and we're going to get every penny out of this property for you. If you're confident at the end of our meeting that I am that agent, in that case, will you be ready to go ahead and put me to work?
Yeah, well, you put it that way, there's a good chance. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, excellent. Sounds like the burden of proof is on my side now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Omar, I really appreciate the opportunity. I'm looking forward to meeting with you and your brothers and your cousin today at 8 p.m. And again, I'm confident that when we meet, you and your family will see why we should be working together. So I will see you at 8 p.m.
Okay, Jackie, thanks for calling me.